Hey guys, Jay here. So I want to share with you guys some information about the current build that I'm playing. So I am playing Absolution of Inspiring. I think this skill have a lot of potential. So there are a couple of special things that I am using here in particular. And I want to just share with you guys after I'm done with this map. I am going to go for a quick clear as quick as possible. I will stop for some random pickup. So yeah. You can see the AoE is pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, let me see. Let me just try to kill this guy real quick here. So a single target is okay. It's not like the best thing. I think there's a lot of potential damage that we can still get with this setup. But overall, I am aiming for like a comfortable mapping character. So a lot of AoE and decent single target damage. Relatively tanky. I can do basically all map mods, and if I take if I actually remove the chill node and take this node, Bastion of Element, I can even do reflected map. But right now it's not like a big problem. I am going fine with the chill, and yeah, in general it clears very well. As you can see, the speed is good. I am clicking random alter effect. Most of them does not do anything to this character realistically, and yeah. Here is Mr. Boss. If you aim on like directly on the boss, you should do 5 times the amount of damage, because all the Absolution of Inspiring is going to be overlapping on top of each other. All right. We are having, okay, let me just do a, this is immune to lightning damage. So unfortunately, I cannot do immune to lightning damage as a lightning build, right? So I have to, okay. Seems like I cannot show the expedition here because unluckily we have 2 immune to lightning damage. Let's just, you know, open it and see how much damage we realistically still do with immune to lightning damage, even though we are a mostly lightning build. I do have some other cold damage, some fire damage. So as you can see here, it works in this situation as well. We actually can deal with immune to lightning monster. It is taking extra time, of course, but it is what it is, right? But at least I can kind of deal with this situation as well. As you can see, immune to lightning damage as a lightning damage build, Doriani prototype, mercenary, obviously very OP stuff. I am using all of them. Just abuse the crap out of every single broken mechanic. And yeah, I have been playing this character for over a week now. I have put probably a total of around 50 divine into the character, maybe a little bit less, because a lot of the stuff that I got here, I actually self-corrupted myself. So it might be cheaper than you think. I have a Chevron wrapping. I think this is probably now one of a kind, but you don't need to go for Chevron wrapping. You can do like any other chest. What you're looking for is, because Absolution Inspiring, there are 2 special things about this skill that I think makes it really great. First of all, it works kind of like a Storm Call. So if you used it with the Awakened Spell Cascade, and this basically have the exact same AoE, base AoE, exact same threshold to get breakpoint for AoE as a Storm Call. So I actually get a lot of like good details from Pausteron video here. Granted that I did start the build before, but I actually learned, I did play the build before he released the video or played his Storm Call build, but I learned a lot of cool tech in here, so highly recommend you to check it out. But Storm Call, basically it is the same kind of vibe skill as Absolution or Absolution Inspiring. Absolution have no delay, so that is a plus. Absolution have multiple tags, so it has minion, duration, AoE. So you can just much easier to fish for a either +1/+2 or +2/+2 chest for like getting a lot of level to the Absolution. It has the extra minion tag compared to Storm Call, so I think that is a very big plus. It is also a physical converted to lightning skill, so there are some potential scaling there. I am not really, you know, utilizing that part that much in this build. What I focus on more is the line here. So there's a line here said increase and reduction to minion damage also apply to this skill at 300% of its value. So every 1% increase minion damage, I am getting 3% increase instead. So that is why I am scaling a lot of my increased damage through the cluster jewel. I have 2 cluster jewels with minion damage and some other stat, but the most important one is at its small passive have 35% increase. If I want to go really crazy and get OT1, it will be insanely expensive, but these are actually quite easy to craft. I just throw a bunch of Harvest, Reforge Defense, actually Reforge Defense, and yeah, it hit Energy Shield. I just stopped when it hit Energy Shield with 35% increase. It should not take really long. You just need item level 84. And I look for the minion damage cluster with 12 passive skill. So each point is going to give me 13% increased minion damage, which is 39% increased damage to the Absolution of Inspiring. So this cluster have 10 nodes, this cluster have 10 nodes. That is 20 times 39, so it is a lot of percentage. 20 times 39, so that is like close to 800% increased damage just from these 2 clusters. So that is a big source of increased damage, which allow me to go a lot more defensive in my other gear. This is very defensive oriented. If you go for a minion wand with minion damage and +2 to either minion and spell or physical and spell, you will have a shit ton more damage. Or you can go the classic like power trust stacking route with the 3 item. You can have Malachi's Loop here, you can have what is this, the Void Battery, and yeah, just go for power trust stacking. You should have quite a significant amount more damage as well. I am not going for power charge stacking, even though I still have a bunch of power charges. I have 1 extra from my Vertex here. This one I bought from the market for 2 divine. I'm not sure how much it is now, but Vertex is a very defensive oriented item. It has a lot of ES and evasion rating. It has a +1 to all socketed gems, so I have more level to some of the auras and some of the buff skill, for example, the Righteous Fire Arcane Devotion here, right? Because I am buying a lot of chevrons wrapping, if you don't care about any roll or anything, let me just turn on Awaken POE trade here. If you don't care about the roll, and you should not care about any roll or anything, what you care about is just a chevrons wrapping, no link. It is like 5 chaos. So I bought a lot of them. I do have a strategy that is temple oriented. So yeah, I just run the temple, I make the temple, and I just double corrupt my chevrons wrapping. And eventually I hit a +2/+2 here. So chevrons wrapping here. I don't think people are corrupting this that much. So that is why there's none on the market. But you can go for either +2 minion duration or AoE, or +1 to all socketed gem as well, because it affects the empower. It gives +1 level. What you are aiming for is Absolution of Inspiring to reach level 30, which is the level it requires to get maximum amount of base radius. So what it does is when you use it with Awakened Spell Cascade, anything that is in the middle is going to get hit by all 5 of it. It is not looking that, clear in here, but, it will get hit by 5. And I can even have a little bit more AoE as well, if I really want to. If you want to go for this build, you can try to do the chevrons wrapping route. If you want to go cheaper, you can do the Solaris Lorica to start out for low life protection. If you want to, you can use the Traitor Keystone and then use the Coruscating Elixir. I also have that one. So Coruscating Elixir is here. Okay, that's my son. Just like march in. You can use this one, and you can have the Traitor Keystone to sustain it. Regardless, you can use this, or you have multiple like different choices for your body armor. You can have, let me see here, I do have a couple of other options here. I think one of the really good one and simple is here, Carcass Jack. I plan to use this one for another build idea though. So this one is pretty good. This one hit +1/+2. So it have a lot more extra AoE. You can use Blunderbore if you can satisfy the requirement, or you can go the route for Supreme Ostentation. So you don't care about the requirement of Blunderbore. You have a lot of extra AoE there, and you can have a lot of increased minion damage from a Supreme Ostentation Jewel, right? There are a lot of ways to approach this. Right here, right now, let me just talk about this one particular item, and then I will go to POB a little bit to look at the number. This item basically allows this build to exist. The Whisper of Infinity. This is a new item that convert all your skill costs into energy shield, so you don't need to worry about life costs. You don't need to worry about mana costs. So you can see I reserve all my life and all my mana pretty much, and I still cast the skill, no problem, sustain as well. It also allow me to use not Righteous Fire, but Bladeful of Trathus. This can be used to, for me, right now, it is helping me to gain power charges on critical, and it also apply a nerf. So it is 10% extra damage taken as. So yeah, I am now also sustaining Righteous Fire of Arcane Devotion. This reduces your mana by a lot, so the degen from these Righteous Fire is basically nothing. Right now, with this build, I have a little bit over 700. Okay, I will make this sale. A little bit over 700 energy shield per second. So sustaining these degen is very, very easy. You can see that it doesn't really move. Other than that, there are a couple of things that can be improved. So for example, right here, I am having, if you look at my resistances, right, I am having way more lightning resistant than I should have. So if I can just mitigate some, I can just change some of these lightning resistances. Most of them actually comes from this cluster jewel, right? This is a lot of resistant and lightning resistant to be specific. So if I can change my cluster to have, for example, Chaos Resistant, I can ditch the Chaos Golem, and then I can put on the Lightning Golem, which is going to give me a lot more of extra cast speed and attack speed. Mostly cast speed is what we care about, and we can move around even faster than right now. Right now I have no soul stack, and you know, the speed of moving around like this with no soul stack is okay. It's very okay. So let's look at the POB number. Right here, we are looking at around 42 million. This is just Absolution of Inspiring. I am always on. I want to go through the configuration first, so nothing is fishy here. I am always on low life because I reserve, of course. Maximum power charge. Hey, we have power charge. And endurance charge because I am using the Ralakesh Impatient boots. That is the endurance charge version, right? You can go for +1 endurance charge here for even extra tankiness. The current max hit pool is pretty good. The Fist max hit, insane. Fire max hit, and all other elemental can be insane as well. Fire is also the highest. The reason why I want fire to be the highest it can be is because of the elementalist defense setup. Right here I am having a bunch of physical taken as in the custom modifier here. This is because the POB does not take into consideration some of the modifier when it is calculating. So for example, Pyroshock clasp here convert a lot of physical damage to elemental, but it doesn't calculate properly in POB, so I need to add a custom modifier. Same goes for Combs Binding, so I have Combs Binding here, and of course I have the Shaper of Flame Elementalist node, so 40%. So in total it is up to 95%. This one actually should be 14% to reflect the exact number in my character. Doesn't matter, right? So mostly I don't care about the physical mitigation if I convert like close to 100% physical damage to elemental. I am adding cast speed and attack speed here. You would not have it when you start a map, but you know, when you are mapping after like 10 seconds, you should gain maximum amount of soul, and you will maintain it throughout the map. It is no problem at all. I am just using the Asenat's Gentle Touch to gain the soul. So it is not good for boss fight, but mostly I want to do mapping, so it is really good for mapping, and it is really simple to get as well. So 45 stack of soul here. I am using endurance and power. I most of the time am on consecrated ground due to zealotry. So this is just like extra regen. It doesn't do anything else really. Don't care. Sandstance here is meaningful because of flesh and stone, and because we have a lot of AoE. The area of effect for for flesh and stone is actually insane. It gives a lot of damage mitigation. On the for DPS here, is the enemies burning? Yes, of course. We are a elementalist. Ignited, of course, elementalist again. Chill, I am doing 20% chill here. Most of the time it is like 26 to 27%, but I'll be conservative and I will put 20% here. And effect of shock, because it's scale off of the base 25%. So right now I am seeing most of the time a 46%, sometimes go to 50%, but I would just do 46% for in effect of shock. If you notice in the map that I run, you probably see this number pop up sometime in like single target, like the boss, map boss, or the the mercenary, right? And lightning resistant minus 200%. This is because of Doriani's pro type that I have on my mercenary. So on my mercenary here, it is minus 200%, right? I can improve these items. So if I have these items improved, I can potentially have a prequels toll. So I can have around 10 to 12% more damage there, but I don't even bother. I think it is good enough. By the way, I think I did not even go for the fact that they are going to be Assassin Smart. So maybe I can put Assassin Smart here, so it is a little bit extra damage compared to this one, but it will be a custom modifier because it's come from a merc, right? So that is the current build. For upgrade, I think the biggest upgrade that you can make for this build is very obvious. It is going to be a Mage Blood. Mage Blood will make you basically have like 90% all resistances really easily and cap your crit way more consistently. With this setup, with this flask, I always have it on a single target. It is just pretty consistent, but with Mage Blood it is entirely consistent and it have like a lot of extra effect. So we can look at like a 100k max hit for all elemental damage, and then maybe just cap crit, and we can remove crit from some sources and maybe get more crit multi, more just general damage, more shock effect is also pretty good. So there are a couple of options to improve. I think in the end, right, we have a lot of potential to scale this build even further. Again, this is a very defense oriented setup. I want to do the map safely and comfortably. My connection and my PC has not been kind to me this whole time during the launch of this league until this point. So yeah, I want to go defensive, right? Is there anything else that I want to mention? Oh, I am using a Militant Faith for Inner Conviction. If you want to the increased non-damaging, it doesn't matter the role here really. You just don't want anything to change the infused and the soul thief. You don't want to change to a random notable. There's nothing that is good here. Just get the Inner Conviction keystone, so we have a bunch of more damage. If I go for, like, for example, a Supreme Ostentation route, that is a very good way to take. We don't care about attribute, and we can just get other stat on your gear. If I go for Supreme Ostentation, I would look for as much minion damage as possible. I would probably put it here. No, I don't think put it there is good. So anyway, that is going to be a whole different story. Why am I yapping about it? Anyway, that is everything I want to share in this video. This is kind of the first iteration of this build that I want to share with you guys. Before this one, by the way, I actually played with another skill that is relatively similar, but I had to stop playing with it because so this is Stormcore of Trathus. So let me show you what Stormcore of Trathus looks like. I initially played with this skill, but let me just cast Stormclaw Atrathis. Obviously, right, I have no reduced duration scaling right now, but you can see the moment that the Stormclaw Atrathis hit the ground, my PC is... And this is without any monster on the screen. So Stormclaw Atrathis is a pretty fun skill as well. I even played with poison, so it makes the problem even more serious. But yeah, this is a fun skill. I think it looks really fun. The damage over time actually cleans up a lot of things really well while you're mapping, but unfortunately, the effect of the skill itself is absolutely horrible. If I have like a MTX or Stormclaw, probably I can play the skill, but I have none, so I have to play another skill. And I'm happy with Absolution of Inspiring. I think this is hands down stronger. This is kind of fun though. This is just hands down really just... It is just stronger, right? The number of base damage, this one has a little bit more, but this one have like a lot more scaling potential with the minion damage shenanigan. So, yeah. Again, that is everything. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.